Yeah. I could agree with that as well. And, CBDCs are a big problem here in America as well. And I think the CBDC route is going to tie into the taxes, right? Because, of course, there's only 21 million Bitcoin. There's only so many Satoshis that you can divide up for each citizen. I think Brazil has over, 200 million people living in just the certain areas or certain cities in the country. So that's a lot of people. A lot of people are in poverty. A lot of people need help. They need resources. And I think the government is kind of using the corruption and some of the lack of financial education to kind of push in this CBDC, which of course Bitcoiners are against. But I wanted to ask you, Carol, about taxes, right? They're one of the biggest hurdles that people in America, Brazil, Europe are dealing with when it comes to cryptocurrency. Does your platform teach citizens of Brazil about the non-tax structure about, with Bitcoin in Brazil, or do you guys kind of just allow like, certified accountants or people in the country to actually teach them, or do you add that as a part of Area Bitcoin's curriculum?
Yeah, into our platform we have some classes about taxes. Here we have specific regulation when you sell Bitcoin, and it's if it's over 30,000 reais, it would be like $6,000. You need to pay taxes. But if you negotiate under this value, you don't have to pay taxes. You just need to notice the Brazilian IRS that you have Bitcoin. They just want to know that you have Bitcoin. And our orientation is if you don't want to pay taxes, don't negotiate over 30,000 reais and you won't pay it. So this is a necessity of our students. We orientate in this direction, and it's going to become harder with CBDCs. But even before CBDCs, Brazilian already had a thing called PIX. It was created in 2020, and it's kind of a digital payment, but inside banks. And it was like a test flight for CBDC. And with the CBDCs and peaks connected to exchanges that they already collect all your data, the Brazilian exchanges, it's KYC is uh, obligatory in Brazil. So if you do any negotiation inside an exchange, you already have KYC. They already know how much you bought, how much you withdraw. And with this bank system and CBDC and PIX, it will be easier to tax Brazilians. So this is something we need to discuss a lot more. Regulation is starting to be put out in the streets. In this regulation, um, uh, Bitcoin exchange will have to report addresses where clients withdraw Bitcoin. So this is something concerning for us, and we need to find ways and platforms where we can negotiate peer to peer. That's why peer to peer is so important. You can exchange a product directly in Bitcoin. You can create a circular economy where you are no longer dependent on the fiat system and this structure.